fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up, again, they got go. Time to wake up, bitch. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up, again, they got go. Time to wake up, bitch. Get up. Get up. Get up.
What is going on, guys? What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the volatility. Welcome to the roller coaster that is crypto. Oh my gosh, guys. I hope you aren't feeling sidelined. I hope you have skin in the game. But if you don't, it's okay, because we think this cryptocurrency market and ecosystem and total cryptocurrency market cap is going to all-time highs, higher than you are expecting. Whatever your price calls are, whatever your price predictions are, or however high you think this market's going to go, well, I think we're all going to be surprised. And to the upside, my friends, because we have so much liquidity coming into these markets. We have so much liquidity coming into Bitcoin. We have stablecoin legislation that has been passed, and that is going to inject so much money and get minted stables on these blockchains. And we're going to get into, one of them was Sui, but now there's some controversy here with Sui because we had a hack on the protocol that provided a lot of the liquidity for some of these tokens on Sui, and some of them went to zero. They crashed down 90%. So we're going to get into that and why it's important to, like we've said, have your portfolio 70 to 80% Bitcoin. Because then if only 20% of your portfolio is victim to what a lot of altcoins are susceptible to, is hacks, scams, exploits, the people that run the actual company, something happening with them personally. Who knows? I mean, there's so much counterparty risk when it comes to altcoins that we have to know this. And so with Bitcoin, I think it takes off a little bit of the risk now. Now we've known through people who lasted through the previous cycles, what is the play? What do you do to actually strengthen your portfolio? Well, what did they all do? They all went 80% or almost even 90% Bitcoin and left 15, maybe 20%, maybe 10% up to speculation for the altcoins. And then what do you do even after the altcoin season and the runs happen? You still take the profits and you end up going back into Bitcoin to begin with. So what do we learn here? That Bitcoin is still the top dog, and also the institutions and people around the world that have big money are starting to realize that, well, I can't just go into gold and think that I'm going to be okay there as well. There's going to be, or going into the stock market or going into some of these things that we've normally gone into to increase the value of our dollar. But now we've seen over the past 12 years that Bitcoin has been the top performing asset out of everything. And the fact that it has a limited supply, it has all of the mechanisms that can give a safe haven for an appreciating asset. This is it, guys. This is it. So let's get into it. So the price has been very volatile, but I will say that it actually hit our exact level. I mean, it hit the exact damn level that we were calling for right here, 111,000. Now, if you've been watching the live streams, if you've been watching the show for the past couple weeks, we took the fib, we pulled the fib and said, hey, the price that Bitcoin is eyeing right now is 111,000. And I mean, you can go back. We got the receipts. We've been calling for 111,000 for a little bit. And so we can't have Bitcoin without silver. You talking about Litecoin? You talking about Litecoin? We're going to get into Litecoin too. We kind of left Litecoin to the wayside. You know, Bitcoin a lot of time takes a lot of the attention off of Litecoin, but Litecoin, we've had a metric as well. If you look at the weekly chart on Litecoin, is that we start, and we kind of saw this bit of a capitulation here. This was one of those areas of the run where you kind of get faked out a little bit. But I think we're still headed towards a 200, either between a $200 to $300 Litecoin, because in the previous bull runs where when we had Bitcoin breaking all-time highs and then the money started to flow into alts, because usually what happens, you got Bitcoin pumps, and then the next thing is ETH, and then after that, then we have the alts, and it just goes into a rotation. And then once the alts pump, and then we have, max euphoria, then that's when we go into a, quote, bear market, and things start to sell and bleed into stables and Bitcoin. And so we could see the same playbook happen here, and we see, Litecoin start to peak out around like maybe $400 or $500 per Litecoin, and then that could be the max euphoria where we're at like, $150,000 to $200,000 per Bitcoin, and then that could be a really great area to start thinking about taking profits. Maybe you've already taken profits, or you're taking profits here in these areas, and then on the way down. So we are super excited for what's coming down the pipe here for cryptocurrency. We had a really major bill be passed. Oh no, physical silver for mining. Well, I like to refer to Litecoin as like almost like a silver to Bitcoin's gold, if we're going to compare these things. And speaking of gold, what's happening here is that potentially we could get a little bit of gold selling off into Bitcoin, because we've just been breaking out of this cup and handle pattern of gold for a while now, this macro uptrend. And this pattern, if you look at it and it broke out like it did, then this is why we've been calling for the prices of Bitcoin going where we think it's going to go, around $200,000 and $230,000, because that is the measurement of the depth of the cup here, and the breakout portion of where we're even sitting at from the bottom. If you're just putting it from the bottom of the breakout here, this is the same pattern that gold has printed. And so if Bitcoin is kind of following gold a little bit here, that lines up like perfect also with the trend. So it lands Bitcoin somewhere around this area in October of this year. That's what's crazy. And I'm not the only one that's saying this. Major institutions and CEOs and people that are wealth fund managers, I mean, they're bullish on Bitcoin. They're also calling these same prices around 250 as the peak for this year. But then it's going to be volatile getting there. There's going to be ups and downs. We could blast off to 120,000 or 130,000 or even 150 and then go back and crash all the way back down to 100K. That is a possibility with Bitcoin. Right now, we could go to $150,000. We could go to $150,000. And shout out to everyone who's here. Shout out to Steve Randall. Shout out to Lasers. Shout out to the Don. Shout out to everyone who's here today. We're going to get into the trades. We're going to pull up the trades. We're going to show you guys what we did. We were trading Bitcoin all day yesterday. We couldn't keep our eyes off the charts, and also we got into a few altcoin trades, specifically Solana and SHIB, because I think Shiba Inu is ready to fly. It's ready to fly. So I want to be in a position. Also, I think Sol is ready to fly as well. So a lot of bullish catalysts that are leading for Sol to hit that price point of all-time highs, and also to get to between $800 to $1,000. We're going to go into our altcoin analysis later in the show, and we'll break down why we think some of these specific coins do have a chance to break into these price predictions that people are calling for $1,000 Solana. And you're like, what? Because that's 500% move to the upside from current prices right now. Okay? And then you see the stuff that's happening with Sui, and then you ask yourself, well, okay, so here's the road. Here's the road that you have to journey through in crypto when you're holding altcoins, is that it's like Solana against Sui, or is Sui going to outperform Solana? Is Solana going to outperform Sui? Well, now it's just like, who's going to get less FUD or weird stuff happening that happens, like exploits, hacks, and all this stuff can happen if something can always go wrong. And if it will, and your altcoin will have to either withstand the FUD, which proves its strength if it can do this. So Sui is on a test right now. This is a test for Sui. If people have conviction enough, they were like, okay, well, is that enough to make me not want to be confident in Sui? And now I'm in Solana. Now I'm just going to be full-blown Solana. Because if Solana's got the CME futures chart, it's got the possible first ETF for Solana to be approved. Institutional trading. You got stable coins being minted. You got treasuries being set up with Solana. So if you could use that, I would probably bet that Solana will outperform all altcoins. Will outperform Ethereum. It'll outperform Bitcoin during the bull run, because if that's the case, then $1,000 Solana might be bearish. It might be actually bearish. So I don't know if you feel the same way, but when I start to think it and I talk out loud of all these things that are the bullish catalysts leading into why Solana has been picked as kind of this de facto chain now for minting stables. It can handle the stables. Tron, you may remember Tron, it was the de facto stablecoin minting chain with USDT. And so now you got to think Solana has USDC and USDT stables, and they're trying to get Bitcoin on Solana through the Zeus protocol. So then there's going to be Bitcoin liquidity with Bitcoin DeFi. Maybe the Bitcoin maxis might end up being bullish Solana because they're like, wow, this is actually working. So this is how you're going to have to pivot and analyze your portfolio going into the future here, of what is actually worth holding and what has less risk. But that's also dependent on your risk profile. Are you going to be a degen and go full on, I'm going to be super freaking risky, and I'm going to have like 50% of my stuff in altcoins, and then maybe be 50% Bitcoin? But how I'm operating is that I would like to have more Bitcoin than anything. That makes me feel better. I'm like, okay, I have the top cryptocurrency by market cap and the best performing asset in the world right now, and I have more of that than the other stuff that is super, super risky. I think that's kind of smart. So then when you start to analyze your portfolio, there's a smaller, there's less, I think there's less stress. Like, imagine being almost all in altcoins, and think about how your emotions will swing just like those altcoins will, because they will. If your portfolio is constantly going down 60% and then up 60% and then down 90% and then up again, and you're literally going to be like this, you're going to feel that whiplash constantly. But if you're like 20%, 30% alts and you're primarily Bitcoin, your portfolio is going to look a lot more stable than it going down like 70-80%. And this is something very important that you can explain to people that are new coming into crypto, that's what that is why you don't, for someone coming into the space, you don't immediately tell them about Pepe, you don't tell them about Dogecoin, you don't tell them about Solana. Don't tell them about anything of that just yet. Just let them understand even just the volatility of Bitcoin first. And then they can go down the line and understand about the other networks and aspects of crypto. At least I think that is a good way to not have people be turned off completely the moment that things get bad, and say, new retail trader comes in or investor, trader, whatever, and they go all in alts, and then they wonder why they just got rocked, with some volatility. So if they can kind of handle Bitcoin first and then understand that, and that's what the institutions are doing. The institutions are doing the same thing, where they've understood the volatility now of Bitcoin. BlackRock understands the volatility of Bitcoin. These companies that are trying to accumulate it for their own reserve, for their company, now has been educated about the volatility. There's been 12 years of trading on exchanges to show the history of the volatility. And so what have we learned from that? Well, now the institutions understand it, and they're backing the truck up. So you need to be backing your own damn truck up as well, and understanding that the moment that you get convinced that you don't need Bitcoin because retail's priced out, like I see all the comments on crypto Twitter, like, oh, retail's priced out of Bitcoin now, it's too expensive. What the hell are you talking about? You're still these people on crypto Twitter are going to convince you that you still don't need to buy Bitcoin at 110,000 or 111,000, whilst Michael Saylor and every other country is literally going to have to buy at a price that they deserve, which is literally right now. So it might go shoot to 150. Yeah, it might go down and retrace to 100K, but guess what? I'm going to be on the cards that ain't going under 100K ever again. So, and man, I hope I'm not wrong, but man, I feel it. It's like, this is crazy that still literally through all of Bitcoin's existence, people are convincing you that it's still too expensive. Every single cycle, Bitcoin's too expensive. Once it passed thousands of dollars, people were like, oh, it's too expensive. It's just for the rich people. Oh, if you only, this is what people do too. They say, well, if you only put in $2,000 into Bitcoin right now and it goes up 100%, you're only going to make $2,000. You're not going to be rich. And it's like, that's not the point. That's not the point. You're missing the plot here. You're missing the plot. You're fully missing the plot. Bitcoin is gonna eventually be worth $1 million, and you better hope that you put in even just a couple $1,000s. So come on. Yeah, it is a statement. I do believe that where the hell else is the money and the liquidity going to go? Like, we've seen now the treasuries and the bonds, no one wants them. The government and the Fed are going to have to buy them back. No one wants to refinance the debt. People don't want the dollar. The dollar strength is going down. So where else is the money going to go? Where else is the money going to go? That has been shown on the Bitcoin chart since its existence. Where else is the money going to go? It can't go anywhere else. That's why this chart looks like it does. Since 2009 and since 2012, between 2009 of Bitcoin's creation and into 2012, from there in the first halving, it's just been up only, pretty much. I mean, it's had its stopping points, but if you look at the chart here, where is Plan B's chart? It's just a staircase at this point. It's volatility, but with a staircase literally shelving. And each time that it shelves, this is where the liquidity stops. They stop printing money, and they raise the interest rates. But then the moment that they do the thing is the only thing that they know how to do is print money out of thin air. There's nothing backed by it besides the military might. That's it. And convincing us that if we don't use it, the government will get shut down and you can't operate your business. We won't give you a loan, and we'll crash the economy and the government. That's literally the threat of the Fed. If we were to say, we don't want to use you anymore, Fed, this is what's happening right now, they will literally have all of the threats. They'll say, we'll shut down the government. We're going to shut this down. Everything's going to get shut down. And that's what they do. So Bitcoin is the representation of how liquidity is moving and flowing in the entire world, because it's not owned by a government. It's not centralized by an area of the world. It is a global, decentralized, immutable network that is divisible by satoshis and is priced in dollars, because that is the representation of the world's reserve currency right now. So then guess what? Now it's this shit starting to be priced in Bitcoin. And you're telling me that I don't need any Bitcoin. You freaking crazy people. I'm talking to the people that are on crypto Twitter saying Bitcoin's too expensive. Retail's priced out. Please watch my channel. Can you please watch my channel? Because I'll make a damn good case for the small fry and the shrimp to have Bitcoin. You telling me you're going to try and convince people to not buy the strongest appreciating asset in the entire world? That is gaslighting. It's 100% is. And it's irresponsible. You might as well tell people, go put your money in a savings account and earn 3% while the dollar's deflating and losing value by almost 20% in the year. Cool. Have fun with the 3%. And then the stock market is only giving you minimum basic of you would hope 10 to 15%. But then if your dollar's inflating by 20%, okay, cool. Then what do you do? Bitcoin's been going up 150, 160%. It's the only thing, and gold, that's been able to outperform inflation and debasement of fiat currency. So this is why Bitcoin does what it does. We're right on schedule, guys. And you need to be paying attention to this. This is why Bitcoin is so important. Now, Bitcoin I feel like has changed my whole outlook on money. And I'm really, really glad I started to focus more on Bitcoin, because what it has done, it has taken the sourness and sometimes the bitterness you can get from being in crypto, because there's so many coins. There's so many altcoins. There's so many things. You're promised all kinds of stuff. And most of the time it underperforms. And then the things that you thought were weren't going to do anything are the things that end up going up the most. And you feel so sour and so bitter. But I've realized that the thing that can actually bring you a complete financial renaissance in your life is understanding Bitcoin and starting to actually own more Bitcoin, using the networks, having Bitcoin in multiple different places, cold storage, hot wallets, learning that you can even leverage. It's risky, but you can even leverage with your Bitcoin. You can do collateralized loans with your Bitcoin. It's even as it's risky, but you can even stake it and earn yield. But really, true OGs, they just freaking buy it and they hold it, because just maybe it might become the money and you're going to buy your house with the Bitcoin, and you don't have to sell it into fiat. Why would you sell it in the fiat when literally every rich person that has insider insider information that they're not in the dollar at all. They're like, I'm not in the dollar at all. So something's happening here. So I want to be where the happening is. I don't want to be left behind, running behind the train with retail at a $300,000 Bitcoin. Because then for some reason retail thinks it looks good then at 200K or whatever it is. Oh, are you going to watch a soccer game? Let's go. I would love to watch a big soccer game because the football fans, man, they are just like, they get so pumped. They get so pumped. It's just like chaos. That's what I think, like the FIFA is going to be wild in the United States. And I don't think we quite, football. Yeah, you got to say, if you're saying football as an American, but you're trying to refer to soccer, you have to say football. You have to say football. Excuse me. But yeah, I think the FIFA collaboration with the United States, I don't think we understand how big that it actually really is. Like we were so focused on crypto because that was the same day. Because remember, we got rug pulled. We thought it was going to be this big crypto announcement, and all of a sudden we had the FIFA guy coming out talking about and bringing out the trophy, and like Trump was like, "Isn't that a nice trophy? It's such a wonder. It's such a nice trophy. Like let's pull up the trophy again." And then they brought the trophy into the crypto meeting again, and we were like, "Geez, can we just get some Can you just say buy crypto? Everyone, you're gonna be rich. What is happening?" So we were, but I think it was purposely done because then it was easy to just completely ignore everything that guy was talking about or what the nature of this partnership was. And now we start to think about it. We're like, oh, wait a second. What's the exchange that's been partnered up with FIFA, soccer, football, sports betting? What exchange? I'll give you guys I'll let you guys try and guess. What exchange has been like mega they even bought a stadium. I think they still have it. Don't remember which stadium it is, but they're just Come on guys. Come on, chat. I need you chat right now. Yes, sir. Lasers got it. It is Crow. Yes, crypto.com. Okay. Now, we will give you guys a little. This is the alpha, okay? Everyone's always wanting the alpha. Where's the alpha? Want the alpha. Well, here's the rabbit trail. You remember the picture of dear Lord. Hello, homie. You stream pretty cool, and I feel entertained. That's why I follow you. Can we connect on Discord? No, I don't want to connect on Discord. Show me your real person. Where are you from? What's your seed phrase? What's your Bitcoin seed phrase? Well, we all know that is crap. And also if you look at the picture of whenever they rolled Epstein's body out on the stretcher, he doesn't have the same size Adam's apple. Like it was like it's different. Like it's like it's not, and the nose, or it was like the nose. I think his nose is, so it wasn't even the same guy. So it's either I don't know. I don't want to go down those rabbit holes or conspiracies or conspiracy theories, whatever. Oh, because that whole like that part of our reality, I'm like, why does that exist? Why does that have to exist? I get the duality of life. Like, I get it, okay? Like, I understand that you can't just have all good. You have to have some of the bad, because that's the whole journey of life. It is the yin and yang of the cycle. But Lord Jesus, can we divvy up the scales a little bit? Like, why does it have to be an even? Like, can we divvy up the scale a little bit? Like, I want evil down here, so then, like, it needs to be like 5%. Lately, or sometimes, or for years, it was like, okay, is it like evil 70%, and then like sometimes we get a break? It's just like, come on, let's get into the golden age already. That's at least what my prayer is. Like, my prayer to Jesus and God and the powers that be, and the energy and the movement of life. I'm like, can we cut us a damn break here? Cut us a break. Cut reality a break here. And that's okay to have that prayer, because it's all you're doing is you're wishing and praying for the healing of the world. Not just you, not just like your circumstance, but like just like humanity, Like, can we like heal humanity and give humanity a break? Like, let's all have that prayer. Like, if we can do that, like dear God, dear Lord Jesus, we pray that we want a time of healing. We're overdue. The evil in this world should have been overbought. Okay? And love and forgiveness and redemption and all the things that we need to come up into the abundance and love, that has been oversold. And we need to start buying it back up. Let's go. Let's go. Amen. Smash up the like button if you're feeling that. You guys want to come for the alpha? I've been giving alpha every single live stream, but YouTube doesn't want people to see it. But that's okay. But with your help, with your dedication and your help, I will show you an interesting metric here. Here's my subscribers. And if I go to the analytics, this is fascinating. Where is the... There we go. Subscribers. Oh, yeah. Audience. There we go. I was like, where is that metric? Because it's really cool. So, yeah, the past 28 days. Okay. Check this out. Yo, we got Jason Crypto in the house. Jason Beats. Okay, so watch time from subscribers. The watch time the last 28 days. So from subscribed people has been 58%. So that's actually, so it's not too bad. Not too bad. Not subscribed is 42%. So 42% of people that have watched for the past 28 days have not subscribed. If we go to the past 90 days, 59% of the watch time has been from subscribed people. So that's not too bad. Yeah, not subscribed though, 40%. And then over the past year, not subscribed, 37%. So I would love to change that. I would love to change up that metric and have it to be where, this number just starts to be like 10%, and it's like 80%, 90% of people that are watching are subscribed. They are following. They have the bell. They're dinging the bell. Like I've always said, ding the bell. Because look, subscriber bell notifications, subscribers who turned on all notifications for your channel, 19%. Subscribers who turned on all notifications for your channel and enabled YouTube notifications, it's 13%. So typical on YouTube is about 5 to 20. So we need to get this up. So if you guys can do me a favor, if you're watching right now, cool, you already hit the like button, but then you could also You could also, why is that what I looked like? Was I literally looking like a fool? But we couldn't help it. We had to play. We had to play this. This is so good. Where did it go? Oh, where did it go? Oh, we got to go back. Where's the... Yeah, that's the official one.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch, go. Get up, and then they got go. Time to wake up, bitch, get up. Get up, get up. The fuck out of bed, bitch, go. Get up, and then they got go. Time to wake up, bitch, get up. Get up, get up.
Go. I could play that on, I could loop that for hours. Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We try and keep it family friendly, but sometimes if you just feel that. It's my daughter's alarm for a 6-year-old to go to school. You better. I'm totally kidding. All right, so I want to point something out, guys. The fib levels have been very much respected. I want to show you guys the okay, thank God. Sometimes PHEMEX does some, and shout out to PHEMEX for supporting inverse perpetuals. Not a lot of exchanges can handle doing the inverse perpetuals where you can actually use your Bitcoin or your ETH or whatever it may be for collateral to then put in a trade. And by the way, if you sign up with my link, no KYC. This is an exclusive. If you want to sign up with my link, no KYC for PHEMEX. So let's go. So for the Dojo crew, it is exclusive. So check this out. Yeah, Bitcoin's pumping. It's pumping. So, but it's respecting the levels. So this is why I want to point this out real quick. I just want to point it out. We were pulling the fib from the high to the low of the wicks. Now this gave us the setup where we actually got rejected off the 786 here. And I said, oh, we'll probably bounce off the 382. And if we bounce off the 382, well, then the next fib level that we're going to break is the 1618, which was at 11,000. And guys, I mean, it hit it exactly. I mean, like to the freaking dollar amount, okay? So Fibonacci levels are respected. And the fact that we're in this price discovery range really shows that Fibonacci levels can be very much respected. And I think that's where we're headed towards on this next fib retracement that I pulled from here and I pulled it from the high to this low, and this is the same setup. It's the same damn setup. Look, from the bottom, from the 236 here, we pumped to the 786, rejected. We bounced off the 382, and now we're testing back. We're back testing again the previous all-time high, which was very close to 112,000 Bitcoin. So this is why I think the next fib level that can get respected once we break through here is going to be what happened on this same fib retracement, fib extension. So the retracements are respected, and then the extensions up here, up at the top, is at 113,000, and then the next one being 115, next one being 117, and then just kind of can go from there. But it kind of still matches up with these levels right here as well. So these are our price targets. This is why we kept the longs open. This is why we went long. This is why we just switched our, we didn't want to be behind the market. We felt that instinct and intuition looking at the charts. We saw it. We were like, okay, something's happening here, where we had a double bottom happen on Bitcoin. We had a double bottom. I think it was right here. It was the 20th or the 21st. It was like one of these right here. I think it was this double bottom. I saw it right here. Boom. And I said, man, they're going to pump it, aren't they? And that's when I went long. That's when I went long, was right here. I saw the double bottom and the strength and the trend. So I was like, that trend will be my friend. I wanted it to be my friend so bad. So I went long. I took some Bitcoin out of cold storage, which is not recommended. It's in cold storage for a reason. But if you're just like, I know, I can feel it, Mr. Krabs. I can freaking feel it. And you just got to pull the trigger, because no risk, no reward. Scared money doesn't make any money. And if you just sit there twiddling your thumbs, you're not going to get life-changing gains. You're not going to retire your bloodline. You're just going to sit and watch everyone else make money. Absolutely not. That's not going to happen to you or me ever again. We're done. We're done with that. So I hope you're feeling bullish, because I'm feeling bullish. And if you haven't noticed, you're getting 3 coffee Dano with no breakfast, my friends. When I have 3 coffees and no food, I kind of like it, because I turn into a crazy person. Get your Bitcoin, get your Bitcoin, go. Gotta buy some Bitcoin, let's go, get up. Get up. Gotta wake up.
Bitch, get up.
Get up. Gotta wake it up. Gotta wake up. What the? You don't know what the price of Bitcoin is? Gotta get up. Bet you'll know the price of Bitcoin when mainstream is saying 200K, 200K, 200K. Hey, are you gay? 200K. Why are you gay? Because you don't know the price of Bitcoin when I'm asking you what the price of Bitcoin is, retail. You're wondering why people... Oh... We're having too much fun. Gotta wake up. Let's go. All right, now we need the pump song. Where's the pump song when you need it? Let's go. Let's get the pump song on. That's a great pump song, though. Oh, yeah, this is great. I like this one.
You're late to work. Who gives a fuck?
Okay, I was sorry for that. Sorry for that.
Boss, I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. What you gonna be doing about it? I said I'm late. I'm late. I'm late.
This is when Bitcoin hits 200K. Everyone's going to be like,
There's no one else here, bitch. Late. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. You gonna fire me? That's cute. Late. You gonna fire me? There's no one else here, bitch. Late.
you going to fire me? There's no one else here. It's like the Kermit the Frog meme. It's like, you were late today. Hush your mouth. Your portfolio is just pumping. It's like, yeah. You I control you now. Who's the manager? I'm the manager. Oh, we're having too much fun. All right, I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. Hope you're entertained. Hope you're mildly entertained. Sometimes I feel like you can just dance like a monkey on YouTube and people are still not entertained. I mean, Bitcoin is like in all-time highs. It is like people should be freaking out right now and no one cares. I got 24 people watching across all platforms. That means that no one gives a rip. You guys are here because you're OGs, you're legends, you are the faithful remnant, you are the alpha. You guys know what's happening. You know what's coming down the pipe. Like, see, I respect you guys, but everyone else just I don't know, just working. Not watching crypto YouTube right now. Massive mistake. Massive mistake. People should be watching this right now. They should be understanding. They should be... See, but they're too worried about being late to work. They're like, I'm late. I gotta go.
It's your life, bitch.
But it's your life. It's your life, okay? So you can change it. Oh man, we were having way too much fun. Too much fun. Yeah, they're like, yeah, retail's like 111. I'm gonna. Okay, here's the experiment today. I'm working a gig, and all day I'm gonna be asking people, do you know the price of Bitcoin right now? And I guarantee you, I will get no right answer. No right answer. Some people, I might actually get laughed at about asking, like, oh, Bitcoin, you still think Bitcoin's gonna go somewhere? I heard it doesn't even exist. It's not even real. Just magic internet money. All right, so we're getting set. We're getting rejected at the 786 again. We bounced off the 382. We broke through 618, and now we're back testing here in the previous highs. It's whew. So what it's doing to me is making me a nervous wreck because I have this Bitcoin trade open. We're $171 in profit. This is the second or third Bitcoin trade that we've taken in the past 48 hours or whatever, 24 hours or so, however many hours, 32 hours. And we've been able to like print some decent gains and print some Bitcoin here. What was the whole goal? You know, we started with 150 and now we got the account up to close to $1,000. And it's also with these altcoin trades are helping do that as well. But primarily it's just been with Bitcoin. And so we really want to make sure we maximize these gains here. But I think we're good. We're looking like we're going to be just respecting the same way that this fib just played out. And then now this extension, we're probably going to be eyeing breaking through another all-time high. And that's just kind of the nature of the market that we're going to be in right now, where we're just going to keep breaking new all-time highs all the way up until 120,000 or 130, maybe even 150, and then we'll probably get a nice little pullback. But right now, the train's rolling. the train's rolling, and hopefully it keeps on rolling. Now, we can get too overly bullish, and that's why, even though we have this trade up, like we have profits here, you know, we could maybe take half the trade. If we end up going all the way back down and hitting, you know, this 382 level, which is 109,000 right here, which is our entry, you know, we could be smart to say, hey, all right, we'll take half the trade here just in case. And if it starts to break down past the 382, like it starts to break through the floor and it starts falling, and we start to see a downtrend to test these levels again, then that's when would be like, okay, like it would have been smart to take some profits up here at the top. But if it continues and it can break through and we really do push up here, then it's okay. We can hold this a little bit longer to then hit our take profit targets, which would be up around in this level. So, and it can get there fast. I mean, it breaks through here. We can get, you know, some crazy, you know, 1 minute, crazy 1 minute candles just flying to the upside. But I'll tell you what I was doing that kind of helped me figure out the range of how this market was trading here and why I thought, you know, we're probably going to continue. What I did is I did a horizontal ray on resistance. So instead of putting them on support, I have the order block. So I have the order block detector on, which is giving me my green support lines. So my green support lines are where price and orders came in to buy at a specific price. So that being 109,000, which was exactly where one of my entries was, right here at 110, and then also at 110 right here. So that showed me, okay, here's my supports. Okay, here's my support lines. Now the horizontal rays going this way are the resistance. So this is what's really interesting, is that when I did the resistance through the back testing here, and those rays went through, it established this interesting range, this interesting trade range from here. So if we were to stay above all this resistance here, then that showed me strength. And especially that we bounced off of resistance right here, which was 110 in both of these levels. And you can see where the order block was right here. And that established a clear level right here. Nice support. And so that's kind of what I've been looking at. And this is on the freaking 1 minute chart. So you can trade the 1 minute chart and kind of figure out how Bitcoin is actually really trading in a range on the 1 minute chart by using those horizontal rays, order block, to see where the support is and where price also, and the resistance too, because you get the order cells at the top. And if we can, and a lot of the times when you can break through the order block, almost like Mario, you're just like breaking through the order block, then it's establishing strength on the range here. Pretty crazy. So we kind of just started to trade off of that. Moonman Alpha says, happy Bitcoin Pizza Day. So funny story. We actually had lunch with Lorenzo, and it was cool. It was just such a cool, like, kind of synchronicity. A friend of mine, I was talking to a friend of mine. And we were talking about Bitcoin and crypto and stuff like that. And then he mentioned that he knew the Bitcoin pizza guy, and I was like, get out of freaking town. So, and knowing this information, I was like, well, can you set up a lunch or something? I mean, can we set up a lunch? And we ended up setting up a lunch, and we did not go and get pizza. We should have got pizza, but we got barbecue instead. So I thought that was funny. But super nice guy, very humble, and good family man. He's very private, so but he's very much still involved in Bitcoin, loves Bitcoin, not very Not very interested in meme coins or altcoins or anything. So, and you got to remember, he was helping kind of develop Bitcoin back in the days, in the Bitcoin forum days. So he was very much kind of a part of the growing process of Bitcoin. So dude is a OG legend. All right, guys, smash up the likes, too. Make sure you hit the likes. I'm battling, like, massive shadow banning on YouTube, and I'll prove it. If you type in Dano Crypto, I don't pop up. Nano Crypto pops up, which is a dead project from last cycle. Like, who cares? No one, like, why is that happening? And then, if you type in, if you just type in Dano Crypto like this, with no space, Dan Crypto comes up, which is not my channel also. It's this other big channel that they're favoring. And then Crypto Capital Venture comes up. I'm like, cool, the Cardano guy. That's great. Sweet. That's cool, YouTube. I'm so happy that you love pushing these two channels, but son of a freaking gun, start pushing my channel. It's annoying. But yeah, so you guys got to hit the like button. You got to subscribe. You have to hit the... I am battling YouTube's favorability of these blokes right here. And, I mean, they're not even putting me in the search. It's outrageous. I'd like to speak to the manager. I'd like to speak to the manager, please. But yeah, Marston's wondering what the alpha is. The alpha is just that you need to just be in crypto. There's the alpha. Yeah, everyone always wants the alpha. Where's the alpha? Where's the next 100x? Guess what? The next 100x is Bitcoin. You guys are just being gaslighted and not think it is. You know what has went up thousands of percent this whole time? Bitcoin. You know what you were convinced to buy? Vaporware shit altcoins that don't meet expectations. You get convinced that something like Mantra, because it's in the top 10, is like, oh, I was gonna, and then it's like literally down to freaking zero. No liquidity, thin liquidity, massive scam. It's called a scam. What is proven it's kind of less likely not to be a scam is Bitcoin. While everyone's telling you it's a scam, don't buy it. It's too expensive. Also, the government has control of it and blah 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 blah. And they just talk their way out of being rich. Cool. Keep talking yourself out of the biggest growing marketplace of assets in the entire world. Keep doing that, please. I will be here helping people and getting people fucking super bullish on crypto. Excuse my language, but it's just like I get intense, man. And it's like I get a little frustrated too, because at the fact that like you got all these other channels pushing crap. Cardano, like, okay, cool. Yeah, what has Cardano done besides be like very pompous of their roadmap and then don't deliver actual price action? At the end of the day, you're a meme coin that's not moving. You're a meme coin that's not moving. Unless you're really handling some major transactions in DeFi, no one gives a rip about Cardano DeFi. If they did, it would be in the fire tab on CoinMarketCap, but it's not because no one cares. It's not fast enough. That's why people are on Sol. So what does Cardano have to offer besides helping Africa? Cool. Who cares? Bitcoin is probably going to still outperform Cardano. I'll be here to tell you that. While everyone's trying to convince you, it's like, holy crap. Tony Trump said, why only 3 likes? Oh, it's probably your page because it shows that I have 11 likes, but they're probably YouTube sometimes takes a little bit to refresh. But yeah, we've just learned our lessons, guys. I mean, we understand like the nature of this market now is that you're going to get gaslighted to not own Bitcoin and to buy vaporware tokens. And there's literally only going to be a basket handful of coins that actually really do perform escape velocity, which is going to be like Solana, or It's simple. Here's your simple freaking metric. You want to know why stable coins are so important? Because guess what? That's what the freaking governments and all of these states and all the merchants, they're going to be accepting stable coins. That's why the legislation was so important. Stablecoin legislation, then it's going to go into Bitcoin, and then all the states are going to be passing all the things with Bitcoin. That's how the old financial payment rails morph over into crypto. So so what do you think stables are going? What is it on? It's on networks. It's on chains. Stable coins are on chain. What chain is going to be picked as a de facto stablecoin minter for institutions and retail to use? It's going to be the one that can handle it and be stress tested. Those are the chains that are going to outperform everything else, and everything else is freaking vaporware and a meme coin. That's it. It's simple. There's your alpha. You want your alpha? That's the alpha. That's the alpha. Find the tokens that big money is coming in. Stables. That's the name of the game. You don't have to be so, like, it's not that complicated. Where's the money going? Where's the liquidity going? It's the chains that are going to be minting the most stables. It's the one that's going to be handling the most unique art, which is going to be art sales, and that whole market is going to explode. So NFTs like Pudgy Penguins, and then the ETH NFTs, like all that stuff, like the blue chip NFTs, that's going to bring value in. Oh my gosh. It's just good. That is where your head needs to be. And then what chains are going to be used as the massive onboarding chains that are going to be involved in crypto gaming? That's where you can also build up your edge in this market. Because at the end of the day, 90% of these coins are going to go to zero. And there's only going to be a few left standing, and it's been proven. The coins that have actually been able to be left standing have been things like Dogecoin, like Solana. I mean, both beaten down and were able to break and get close up to all-time highs. Tron, it solidified itself as like, look, it's stable meme coin, or not a stable coin chain. Heavily invested in the United States as well now, like proving that they're like, hey, we want to play ball. Tron, you can also hold Tron. Funny, you can hold Tron on Solana. Chainlink. You can hold Chainlink on like every bullish chain and it be liquid. And Chainlink is helping bridge the gap between what we're talking about of getting the old traditional payment rails and the financial institutions ready for crypto through their APIs and through the way that they are linking stuff together, pun intended. And so AVAX, heavily involved with crypto gaming, heavily institutionalized with stablecoin minting. Top 9. Look at the active addresses. One of these really popular games off the grid using AVAX. There's only been a few that can actually stand the test. Pepe is really proving itself. So your job is like, what is going to survive? What is going to actually be used? What's going to actually generate liquidity and generate revenue? And you just invest in that. It's no different than when, like, think of the stock market. Like you invested early in Amazon with an intuition, thinking, damn, they're really crushing it on the books, and then now they're selling. Now they're a reseller, and now they're just involved in, oh man, this thing is probably going to take over the damn world. And then you got Amazon at like just mega cheap, and it's the same thing. It's like, what's going to produce, what will produce, what is actually going to produce. Do you ever think that sometimes these CEOs and these creators of these chains and all this stuff, that maybe they have to tell you certain things so then you get convinced to buy it, so then the people that early invested are able to sell on your freaking head. Did you ever think about that? Did you ever think that maybe Cardano's never gonna come out and convince and tell you the truth that their transactions per second would never be able to handle a Trump meme coin? That's why they didn't pick Cardano. They picked Solana. And I doubt it could probably handle what is being handled right now on even like on Solana. There's no way. There's no way. It's not, and it's not a full, it's not to say like, oh, like it's not a full knock on Cardano, but it's just an example of like, you better pick the right chain. Don't get convinced. You go, you do the research and you go where the money is. You go where the money's flowing. Is it flowing into Cardano? No, it doesn't look like it. Could it still do well? Sure, but it's probably not going to do as well as Solana. And we have the metrics to prove it. We got the damn data to prove it. Solana completely destroyed every altcoin from the previous cycle of any run, and completely smashed through the 200-day moving average and almost broke new all-time highs. Wait, it did. So, what are we talking about here? And then we got YouTube freaking like pushing crypto venture capital, who's like mega Cardano, like freaking might as well go marry Charles Hoskinson. But I digress. I digress, my friends. Pepe will outperform probably everything as well. Pepe's the next Doge, and you're convinced this whole time to not buy Pepe. Tell you what, guys, I will toot my own freaking horn. I've been bullish on the right damn narratives this whole time, and not shilling you garbage this entire time. I'm showing you the fundamental projects and also the riskier plays, but everything that I've showed you guys has been pretty damn solid. Pretty damn solid. Toot the hell out of this horn. Oh my gosh. Oh guys. Okay. All right. So look, we are hopefully smashing, like I said, through this order block. If we can smash through the order block here, then we are going to be. And honestly, guys, like I try and have fun. I like to have fun. I think honestly, if you want to be completely honest, I think a lot of live streams are super boring. Like not fun. I think I'm pretty mildly entertaining and at least can make you guys laugh. And when we get on a rant and we get on one, it's you know, I would think we're mildly entertaining. We like to have fun. We like to have fun. Well, some channels are kind of boring. They're kind of boring. But we're here to freaking go all over the damn algorithm. That was the goal. We said it when we came into crypto. We said we're not trying to be some like famous crypto KOL. It's just like you won't be able to ignore me because you'll just see my stupid face everywhere. That's the goal. Like you got to be so annoying to the point where they can't ignore you, and you're just everywhere. Like, and I said that that's my thing with crypto is that you'll just see my stupid face everywhere, and you have no choice but to watch my channel. You'll have no choice. You'll have absolutely no choice. Because if you go by Alex Hormozi's little setup here, basically wealth is made, and also the success is made during the hard times because the largest percent of the market transfers to the few left standing. And I'm going to be one of those left standing. I'm not going to give up on the channel. I'm not going to, just because YouTube is shadow banning me, that I'm not going to like literally beat YouTube. Like I will beat YouTube. I will beat the algorithm. By God, I'll beat it. And so we had been in the valley of despair, but we are right here. We're in informed optimism. We know how it is now. We're not uninformed optimism. Like, this is the thing. We know now. We've been through enough of a cycle and a half or two to then say, damn, okay. We've effed around and we found out, and now it's time to dominate. And we're in stage 4 and stage 5, success and fulfillment. All it takes is being the person that's been through 3 recessions and never left a profession, which is being through the, quote, recessions of crypto. And who are you going to trust? Are you going to trust the person that's been through it and didn't quit and stayed through the hard times, through the pain, through the suffering, through when people are saying, oh, bro, you don't know anything. You should stop, quit. You should quit. You know how many comments I got and people coming on to my channel, in my live stream, telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about and I should quit. If I were to listen to all those people, they have control over my life. Absolutely not. So you're gonna trust someone who's juggled 7 different opportunities all at once and hops in and out when things are convenient, when it's like, oh, that got too hard, let me quit and go to the next thing. No. You can apply this same here. I'm gonna copy this. You guys want some freaking alpha? Here's your alpha. Take this, represent it in your businesses, in your crypto venture, in your portfolio, apply it, and make some damn moves, and stop expecting some other person to reveal to you what you should be already revealing to yourself through your own research. That your ass should not be quitting, and you shouldn't be sidelined, and don't be convinced that Bitcoin's too expensive. That is the end of my rant for today. I bet I can just feel my wife right now. My wife is in the kitchen and she's probably like, this dude, why did he drink 3 coffees and not eat? Because he sounds like an insane person. And she just said it. She was like, yep, that's exactly what. I love it. I love it. I should drink 3 coffees before every stream. Oh, man. I don't like boring, down in the dumps Dano. He sucks. That guy sucks. I'll beat that guy up. I don't like that guy. I like the jacked up on caffeine, about to take over the world, Kanye level style confidence of Dano, because it pisses people off, and I love it. Keep it coming, because every time I'm going to be more me, hell yeah, I'm going to be more me. Let's go. Keep it coming. I hope. I know I'm probably scaring people away now. Now everyone is left. Now everyone is gone. Oh man. But yeah, Bitcoin is doing some amazing things. It's breaking through the order block. It's breaking through the order block. Fibonacci levels are being respected. Look at that bounce. We were looking at it and we said, yeah, that's going to be probably like a nice little bounce. And what's cool about this is you can get all of this information for free. And you know who's doing a really, really cool free course right now? Mr. Jason Casper. Jason Casper just released a bunch of videos for free. For absolutely free. Full free trading courses look like where you can learn about the divergences, the top indicators, naked points of control, which are and how to use the Fibonacci in conjunction with the points of control. And so he's just a cool dude. He's hilarious. I mean, he's really honestly one of the funniest dudes in the space. I mean, the dude makes thousands of dollars, thousands per trade, and has a plunger as one of his accessories on his desk. So, so shout out to Jason Casper. But yeah, go check out his courses. He also has like a full paid. So if you like the free stuff and you're like, I need more, then Go and join his VIP Discord. It's him and a bunch of other bullish traders in there that are actually really good. You can go and check out his stuff. We like to support all of the bullish crypto YouTubers. We want them to make money too, even though they all make more money than I do. We're like, hey, if we can encourage them to even make even more money, then it might come to us as well. You know, it's kind of how it works. Oh my gosh, we're breaking through the order block, guys. We are breaking through the order block. Let's go. We just broke through it. Look, we had that order block right there, resistance. We just cleared that. Like, oh my gosh. I said it. I said if we clear it, we're off to the damn races. It's off to the races. Woo! Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. So the next level that we should be eyeing right now, like I said, is because these Fibonacci extensions are getting respected. It's getting respected. We got 113 coming around the corner. We just got a big volume push. We just got a nice volume. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Coinbase is offering Bitcoin at a premium at $111,815. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is insane. The price action is outrageous right now. All right. Okay. So we really need to focus here. We need to focus in. We got to lock in. We got to lock in because this is when you start to get a little overzealous. You start to get a little overzealous and you're like, all right. You know, you're up. Look, we're up in profit. Look, we're up $200 in profit on fresh new Bitcoin, but we have a level that we want to hit. That means we're being greedy. Okay? That means we're being greedy. That means right now I'm greedy. I'm feeling the greed. I'm feeling it. I feel that greed so bad. I want more. I want more. Look, my entry's right here. I'm right here. I made a good trade, but we're like, we want more. So when I feel like that, you know what I like to do? I like to test myself. Are you willing to take profits? Are you just going to stare at stuff? You just going to take a screenshot? What are you going to do? What are you going to do with this? What are you going to do with this information? Well, you just do this. You take the price. Click it right there. You're going to take 50% of the trade. That's just what you're going to do. I don't care if it goes up more. I don't care. Limit. I'm limiting the chart and I'm going to practice taking profits. This thing could still fly. I have the trade open. It's okay. But I'm going to limit 50%. And call it a day. Woo! Oh my gosh. Oh, it's getting away from me. Where's it going? Oh! Oh my gosh. The 1 minute chart. Look at the 1 minute chart. Lordy mercy. Oh, it's trying to break 12K. It wants to do it so bad. It wants to do it so bad. Come on, Bitcoin. Come on, Bitcoin. Come on. Come on. Oh! See, this is what I'm talking about. But I don't want to market it. Should I market it? Because if I market it, I don't want to. Okay. All right. Everybody just chill out. Everybody just chill. Everyone just calm down. We really, that resistance right there was, that wick, man. It's tough because the wicks are fast. You gotta be ninja. You gotta be like a ninja. Oh my gosh. Now it's getting far. Now it's getting away. Oh, they're being nasty. They're being so nasty. Man, that's so... Oh, gosh, that wick. It was so hard for it to get triggered because of this wick. Son of a gun. And there it goes. God. Wow. Man, that was just ridiculous. Did you see that? That was crap. That wick, look at that wick. Ugh. That was some crap right there. It was so tough to try and get that entry in right there. I wonder if we would have marketed that order. Man. I know. Well, what's interesting is that Pepe, when Bitcoin starts to go, Pepe really starts to fly. It's very, very it's very much connected with Bitcoin and also Ethereum. But when it did do this really nice on the 1 minute. This is on the 1 minute. It's a little tricky to see it on the on the 1 minute. You get a little double bottom here, somewhat. If we're looking more on the 45 here. Is my mic muted? I shouldn't be. Check 1 2. Oh. That was not the profits I wanted to take at that level. That is crap. All right. It's okay. We're still eyeing for our levels here. We're eyeing for that 113. We're eyeing for this level. We'll just put a take profit here. I was about to say, where's our take profit? There it is. Okay. Oh, okay. Partial position, split range, take profit here, half the trade. That's full trade. We'll take half the trade. Why is it not letting me do it? Because I don't want to take the whole position. I could just do it in a full. I could just do it in like a limit. Oh man, that is so frustrating. For it to wick like that, and you're trying to get you want to be smart. Like I was saying, I said, look, I'm feeling a little greedy. I want it to go up more. So I tried to take profits, and then look at that wick. Ugh. What a bunch of crap. Look at that. Craziness, guys. All right, let's check the SHIB trade. The SHIB trade, we think, like we said, we made a video on SHIB. We said, look, SHIB is due for a breakout. It's like due to go up to its all-time highs again, or try and test up to it. It's really trying. If you think we're sitting at really decent support, and if we even just get back up to just, you know, some of these levels like here, I mean, we're gonna be printing. We will be printing on this particular SHIB trade. And you remember when Ethereum went up 20%? When Ethereum went up 20% in last year in March, this is what happened with SHIB. It exploded. It just went crazy. So I think it's time. I think it's time for another SHIB run, and if that's the case, woo! Oh my gosh, we will be printing on that SHIB trade. Same with the Solana trade. We just get Solana back up into like 250, 260. We'll also be printing on that particular trade as well. But this, we'll say, is super annoying if you're looking at this small time frame here. This 5 minute wick candle. But we wanted to also, this is kind of a harsh reality. You want to make $100,000 or 6 figures or 7 figures in crypto this year. That means you need to have between $15,000 to $30,000 invested into at least 10 coins. And we've explained how a diversified portfolio could look, hypothetical, being kind of heavy Bitcoin and then having some exposure into the altcoins. And you keep it simple. It's 10 coins. You don't need 20. You don't need 30. You need 10 coins. It's a good average of coins, and you're gonna need like 15,000 or between 15 to 30,000. And if the cryptocurrency market cap, total cryptocurrency market cap, goes to $7 to $10 trillion market cap from where it's sitting at, that means kind of an average of everything will do about between a 5 to 6x multiple. Now you understand how much you really actually need to have into the cryptocurrency markets spot to then be making $100,000 or $200,000, because you can't just have $1,000 or $2,000 in the market spread across 35 coins, because you're like butter scraped over too much bread, and it's just not going to work. You're going to have to keep up with too many things. You're going to probably miss the 10 of the different coins taking the profits because of how fast sometimes these things move and how the window of opportunity is very short. So this is why you should dial in and lock into 10 coins, because then you're more likely to know about news, about price, about the trend, about whatever your coin is involved with. So then you know key points and pressure points in the market. But the raw reality is, if you want to make 6 figures, you got to get the money in there, guys. You can't do it with 1,000. You're not going to do it with 2,000. You will get convinced that you will with trying to find the next 1,000x or the next 100x or whatever it may be by going in the trench and gambling. And then by the end of the day, if you just steady pace, I got 10K, I got 15K in the market spot. You might have 1,000 or 2 that you could take and do your trench warrior setup, or take that and go and try and leverage trade and learn trading. But then if you got a $10 to $15 to $20,000 solid spot bag of 10 cryptos, you have a pretty damn good chance. It's pretty good. That means you're signaling with your money, you're putting your money where your mouth is, and you're in the best appreciating asset class and place in the entire world. But you have to get skin in the game. That means when these things start really actually running, you're going to go, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Man, it's annoying because this thing did exactly as predicted, and we weren't able to fully pull the trigger on exactly how much profits we wanted to extract from that particular run. Here's our entry right down at the last retracement here, where it did the same freaking pattern. So let's see how low it retraced from whenever it hit this 618. It went down how much percentage? It went down 1.4%. Okay, so if we go down 1.4% from here, where's that? Basically just freaking the same. Okay, so it's just like it'd just be right at the same, if it retraces right at that same level, or it can just bounce again, potentially testing the 618 level. If we can establish a higher low right here and just bounce, then we'll be eyeing 112. Let's hope we can do that. Let's hope we can do that. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into today's live stream. I hope you had some fun. I know I did. Then we'll be eyeing one. Oh, I did. I don't know if you missed it. You missed it. I did check the Pepe chart. I was literally just on it. We were just talking about it. I was on it. But now we're back. Yeah, the Pepe chart. What is this drawing? Is this seems like something that I guess a prediction drawing? Get out of here. Oh my gosh. That was that weekly Jesus take the wheel pattern I was looking at. I was like, oh, no, yeah, it's going to break out of this Jesus take the wheel pattern. You can see it on the MACD on the weekly, like Pepe is ready to go, is ready to fly. So price target for Pepe would be 3945, so right around this area. Yeah, Pepe is definitely the Doge. Pepe is definitely the Doge of this cycle. I think Pepe, in terms of market cap, could easily get to 20 billion, 40 billion. I mean, look at where Doge is at, 36 billion. So we can at least get to the top 10 and solidify ourselves in the top 10. And it's a complete meme takeover. But you got to realize, though, too, that when Pepe gets into the top 10, that's when, not if. Pepe will get into the top 10. And that's going to signal for other meme coins so hard. That means there's going to be mass euphoric speculation into meme coins. And I think this might pump the Trump coin up past new all-time highs as well. So it's going to be things like Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, Pepe, Trump coin, and whatever the top market cap traded volume token on Solana under Trump, which is dog with hat and bonk. Right now. We'll see what happens. But it's going to get crazy, guys. So I hope you're ready for the ride. Thank you for tuning in. You guys are smashing the like button. I really appreciate it. Make sure you check out all the links in the description. It helps directly support the channel. Also, if you're going to the Bitcoin conference, make sure you're ordering your tickets with my link. You just have to put in Dano as the promo code, and you will get 10% off your entire order. So make sure you do that. It'll help directly support the channel. And if you haven't already, check out OURBIT and PHEMEX. All the trades that we had been displaying over the past couple months have been on OURBIT. Shout out to OURBIT, and also shout out to PHEMEX. If you use my link in the description, then you will receive a no KYC link and whitelisted account, and you will be good to go. And yeah, that's all we have to shill, and we hope you guys are making gains and just happy trading. Thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate every single one of you. God bless you and your families. Let's see what happens on Freaky Friday tomorrow, and let's see what happens tonight. I mean, gosh, tonight could be super volatile. I mean, you got to think this is the nature of the market now, where we could be breaking all-time highs just consecutively. Boom, 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 just going until we end up hitting 100, 130, 150. I don't know, guys. What do you think the wall is going to be? Is it going to stop at 120K? Is it going to stop at 130? Is it going to stop at 150 and then retrace down? Are we just going to go to Valhalla from here and just go to 200K? Anything can happen. Anything can happen, guys. But I hope you're here with me to witness it. Make sure you join the channel. Consider becoming a member of the channel. With that, you'll be able to get special perks. You can send emojis, custom emojis in the chat, and also you just get to join the amazing Dano Dojo crew. So consider doing all of those things, and we will see you on the next live stream. Peace out, guys.
This token is the end game. It's the shitcoin of shitcoin. I mean, imagine telling your coworkers you're quitting because Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10, and you coin. Boom! Imagine the media reporting on Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10, and you. Ticker is Bitcoin, breaking 1 billion market cap. Now, unless you hate money, go ahead and visit
HPOStonight.com.